Our first article's main idea is the factors that influence Muslim perceptions towards income tax rebate over zakat in Malaysia. The factors are halal haram aspects, legal consciousness, and religiosity.
Next, I will highlight some important points in the body paragraph. Firstly, this study is based on primary data obtained from Peninsular Malaysia through an email survey and it using a closed-ended questionnaire. In total, 1,800 emails were sent and 236 responses were received from the total respondents. Also, this study conducted a pilot test of 50 respondents to ensure the questionnaire reliability. This study will assist Malaysian Zakat and tax authorities in taking corrective action to update or modify existing policy based on the expectation of its Muslim customer. Besides, this study also helped in reducing the understanding gap among Muslims in society by allowing other people perception of tax rebate through the zakat system in Malaysia.
In the beginning of this article, authors cited more than 15 sources explaining regarding zakat, tax, and the differences between the two. Next, despite its primary data source, this article can be improved by increasing the number of respondents and including non-Muslim perceptions.
Now I will present for the article 2, enhancing zakat compliance through good governance, a conceptual framework. The main idea is to use a content analysis approach to identify a gap in the literature and develop a theoretical model that explains the role of zakat institutions, governance mechanisms in influencing zakat payment and compliance, especially in a controlled zakat system. Now for the body part analysis, the author studied past literature related to zakat institutions in influencing zakat payment compliance. Then he examined the underlying theory that underpins the model proposed in this article. Then lastly, he discussed the governance framework as well as its effect on zakat payers compliance. Then the findings shows the author proposed a zakat governance compliance model that emphasizes governance effect and on zakat payment compliance. For governance structure in the model, which are attribute of the board members and organizations leader of zakat, institutions, transparency and disclosure practices, stakeholder management practices, and procedural justice. Now the summary part, the author has made a strong aspect, which is he reviewed several primary sources which exceed 70 references that point out the idea, theory, and methodology on the zakat institutions, public governance, and compliance behavior. The author has put down sufficient arguments to support all the ideas, such as in order for zakat institution to be accountable, they must demonstrate transparent management and provide adequate access to information to all parties involved. The author already answered all the questions in the article, and the article meets the objective of the paper, which the author has proposed a conceptual model which distinguishes zakat institution governance structure that can affect zakat payers' compliance.
Introduction. The central theme of this essay is the purpose of business in developed countries to comply with Zakat. Zakat is an important mechanism for the development of a country as it contributes to a better social security and harmony. Further, Zakat also aims to bridge the gap between rich and poor. As a result, it may enhance the economy of the country resulted from the shifting of poor to a better. In the body paragraph, data collection. There are 10 independent variables that are thought to have a substantial association with the dependent variable, the plan to pay zakat. The random sampling procedure was used to select a group of 700 small and medium-sized business owners. A total of 524 responses were held for data processing, indicating a response rate of 67%, which is deemed satisfactory. To analyze the transform results, the researchers used partial least square structure equation modeling, which is PLS, and ACM. Practical implications. Lawmakers were advised that more priority be paid to the policy formulation in accordance with the findings to improve the collection of zakat.
The zakat system structure will positively and significantly affect the willingness to pay zakat. To study planned behavior TPBs that intends to use extended theory, it is foreseeable that research should help procurement and provide alternative strategies. Research has shown that the variables in the tax and they are used in data processing. That environment may increase the difference stated in payment that intentions. Research shows that institutions need to pay more attention to the direct connection between them.